Hello everybody, this is Peter and this is a railway line, and guess what happens on railway lines? Trains come along, and here is a big one. That is a Chiltern line train. I steamed past two, let's say cars or carriages anyway. It's heading in an easterly direction, which is that way towards Chorley Wood, and it must have just come from Chalfont and Latimer station on the Met line / Chiltern line. Yes, I'm somewhere between Chalfont and Latimer, otherwise known as Little Chalfont and Chorley Wood, walking along a path I've only fairly recently discovered, which goes quite close to the railway, above it, below it, under it, not over it. And I have filmed probably from here before, but by the way, today is Sunday the 26th of July, and my last video was a week ago, Sunday the 19th of July, when I was walking along the Grand Union Canal and going underneath the M25. Well, there's no motorway near here, but what I started then was to talk a little bit about my story, and I thought about it afterwards and discussed it with a couple of good friends, and I think I'm going to keep it fairly straightforward. Some of the anecdotes, of which there are many, and not anything too personal. So we'll start at the very beginning. I was born in the 50s. Dad was Robert Percival and Mum was Joan Millicent. Lovely names. And I was the first boy, Dad was the first boy, and so on. Well, the only boy in both cases. And we were brought up in, well, I suppose it was post-war, a long way post-war, it was the 1950s. I think rationing might still have been in effect. My first memory, I hear you ask, get to the point. Well, it's a vague one. We didn't have a television. I don't think we even had a radio. We certainly didn't have a car. We didn't have a bicycle. We didn't have anything really. So for entertainment, and here, oh, I thought there was another train, but it's a car. For entertainment, Mum used to put me in the pram and take me to watch the Golden Arrow go through past Folkestone, which has probably left in me a lifelong liking for watching trains go past, which most people don't understand, and I don't either. Anyway, so that's about the first pseudo memory. I was put in a primary school, sort of nursery school, I suppose, called the Robin School. I have two memories of that. One was at one point we did French knitting, which I think involved getting a cotton reel with nails in it and threading wool around the nails and pulling out a kind of a rope the other side. I've never actually worked out how that worked, so that's a mystery throughout my life. Another was parents used to come along and pick up their kids, and one day Mum forgot or something, or was late, and here comes another train, and this time it's a Metropolitan line train, all 8 carriages, all in synchronicity, connected together and going in a westerly direction. Anyway, something happened, and I just remember sitting there wondering, you know, if my parents had abandoned me. I probably put on a sort of sorrowful, soulful face, which is perhaps the first example of my acting career. All those things are in inverted commas, and I'm not going to talk to you anymore because I've got other anecdotes to talk to you about in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching. It's Peter. It's Sunday the 26th of July. Cheers.